to carry in one's portfolio.
Right. Well, moving on from structured products, the other common alternative investment product that we hear about is PMS. And in the last couple of months, they seem to be making hay while the sun shines, right? I mean, the surge in the inflows into PMS is actually doubled, if not tripled. Can you give me more details of what is a PMS to begin with, and how is that different from a mutual fund?
See, PMSs have, like you rightly pointed out, this industry is almost 15 years, 16 years old. For the first 13, 14 years, it collected X amount. In the last 2 years, it's collected almost 5, 8 times the money it collected in 15 years. In my opinion, PMSs, if you have to understand them before we do the analysis of it, are products which deserve some degree of customization. They buy stocks, but in your own demat account, and you pay a fee to a professional to keep a separate demat account where you are delegating the buying and selling of direct equity to that person. Like in a mutual fund, there's a pool concept where lakhs of people put in money and one person manages it. Here, there's a large client who puts in the money in his own demat account and pays a fee to a professional to manage his account separately. That's called a portfolio management.
How is this any different from an HDFC security who'd recommend stocks? You're an ICICI Securities who recommend stock to you. So what is the difference between that? Because to my mind, if a broker or in middleman is going to recommend you 5 stocks, it's the same as a PMS, right?
See, one is he recommends me the 5 stocks. The buying discretion is mine. If it belongs to the manager and he himself will decide, not just recommend to me for my decision making, if he takes the decision on my behalf, then it becomes a PMS.
Why is this different? Maybe not different, but why is this... So would it be fair to assume that mutual funds should be a preferred bet? Because I guess the fund managers handling mutual funds are far more qualified in terms of experience as compared to PMS managers?
See, I completely subscribe to that opinion, because all the large CIOs or the big fund managers today have graduated after having managed PMSs. So that's a natural growth path. So I would rather be in a more diversified portfolio of a mutual fund than a fund manager who's junior, who's aspiring to be a mutual fund manager. And if you measure a PMS on 6-7 parameters, all of the parameters mutual fund scores better, but still they are gaining more momentum.
Why is that, Feroze?
Yeah, it's an important question. But 2015 April, SEBI clamped down on the commissions the mutual funds can pay. Okay, little do people know that there was a circular sent by SEBI to all the people in the industry saying that now mutual funds commissions will be capped at 1% upfront. But PMSs can pay as much as 4-5% to the wealth manager who can actually give a PMS.
So PMSs are also commoditized. It's not as if there are a number of PMS managers out there. These are also products you can buy off the shelf?
Yes, you can buy them off the shelf, which itself is counterintuitive.
Which is very similar to mutual fund again.
Absolutely. And people have this tendency to believe that mid-caps, if you want to create a mid-cap portfolio, PMS is a better vehicle.
Not a mid-cap fund.
Not a mid-cap fund, but it's seen that the risks measured statistically are 2 times more on a PMS.
What are the kind of returns? Are the returns in line with the kind of risk you're taking on?
Ideally, for the risk you're taking on, you need to get at least 4-5% more than a mutual fund. Have they been able to do it? The answer is no, clearly. Some PMSs have been able to have flash in the pan 1 year, 2 year good performance. If you look at a 5-year time frame, it's actually underperformed mutual funds largely.
So which are the common PMSs that one hears about or talks about?
See,
are these also done by NBFCs or are these done by fund houses?
See, both the categories. Okay. There are wealth management outfits. There are few PMSs who are actually good, but I would still stay away from them. But there are NBFCs and asset management companies, both issue them.
Are they tax efficient?
They are lesser tax efficient because it's in your own demat account. 1 year, before so 1 year, 15%.
So direct equity taxation is what PMS has. And what is the sort of access to your portfolio? Can you, do you monitor your portfolio as often in a PMS as you would in direct equity?
No. Unlike direct equity, where you are calling the shots and you are picking up the phone, speaking to the dealer and placing the order, PMS, it's automated, just that you will get a transaction information on an SMS maybe from the demat account.
So even though while you deter investors for looking, for considering a PMS as an investment, what is the time horizon anyway? Because structured products is 3 to 4 years, like you said. PMS as well, is there a lock-in year?
There are exit loads, generally to the extent of 3 years. Like an equity mutual fund has a 1-year exit load. These have a 3-year exit load. Because anything which has a higher commission requires to keep the investor locked in so that can be